Welcome to another Inside Music Row. This week we'll celebrate another #1 hit with Dierks Bentley for his latest I Hold On. Then we'll get ready for some football with Big and Rich. Finally, we'll sit down with Gene Watson to hear about his latest project full of traditional country hits. All this and more coming up Inside Music Row. Hey there, I'm Kelly Sutton. We are so glad that you joined us for another Inside Music Row. We've got lots coming up on today's show, so let's get started. Willie Nelson will release new material with Sony and Legacy Recordings next week. Band of Brothers features 14 performances plus 9 brand new songs. Since October's release of his last project, To All the Girls, which was Willie's first top 10 album in more than 30 years, fans have been anxious for more. Band of Brothers is Willie's first album of mostly new original material in almost 20 years. Willie says it's good to be writing again, and I'm sure his fans will agree. Alan Jackson might be somewhat used to being at the top of the country charts, but his latest gospel album, Precious Memories Volume 2, was named Top Christian Album at the Billboard Music Awards. This album was a follow-up to his 2006 almost double platinum Precious Memories project and is a collection of traditional hymns that Alan just wasn't able to fit on that first album. More than a year after its release, the new volume remains in the top 50 on Billboard's Top Country Albums chart. Average Joe's Entertainment is now more than just a record label. The premiere issue of The Average Joe's full-color comic book will hit stores July 1st. The comic book features Colt Ford and his friends as superheroes selflessly saving the world and fighting crime in the name of justice. Look for the new material available at Walmart in Colt's new album, Thanks for Listening, as well as other select outlets and live shows. Lee Ann Womack has waited almost 7 years to release new music, but that wait is almost over. The Way I'm Livin' will arrive in stores September 23rd as her first release on Sugar Hill Records. The high-impact title track was just released to radio last week. Now it's time to go inside the song. Lee Anna Culp's latest single is Big Love, which she came up with almost by accident. Here is Lee Anna talking about that song, which asks some tough questions.
Big Love, well, it was a mistake, really, to come up with the song. I was back home in Birmingham, and my parents have kept a lot of my old notebooks, which are just in plethora at their house, just sitting there.
Probably entertaining to go back and read, right?
Yeah, actually, it's kind of weird, like, listening to my own thoughts when I was 16 or 17, so different than now. But I found a lyric that I was reading through, and it was asking, basically, the universe if this was my one big love that I had when I was 16 or if there was something better out there. And I kind of just was reflecting on that and thinking, gosh, I think everyone's still thinking that. Like, is that what everyone is still doing at 20, 25 years old or however old they are? And so I just used that one line. The rest of the lyrics were absolutely awful, as you can imagine. But it ended up being the title track for the EP, and it's a song that I feel like a lot of people could probably identify with. You know, is this it, or is there more?
One big love.
Middle Tennessee is still recovering from CMA Music Fest, but now we've got Bonnaroo going on just down the road, where there are a few country artists and the incredible mix of genres. Lots of artists are back out on the road, so let's take a quick look at who's going where and when. Before we take our first little break, we've got some hot new music to give away. We've got a few copies of the My Heroes Have Always Been Country album up for grabs from Gene Watson. If you want to enter this week's drawing, head on over to InsideMusicRow.com to get signed up. You can also get more Inside Music Row online at Zeus.com, along with all of your favorite music videos in any genre. You can also get the Zeus app to get us on the go. Well, we've got to go, but make sure to keep it right here for more Inside Music Row. We'll hit up a number one party when we come back.